It should be noted that historically speaking, cultures have been willing to take on ideas from other cultures, but they didn't do so out of a commitment to diversity, but rather they seen that another culture was doing something better than them and decided to start doing what they were doing.
That is true. Historically speaking, cultures have often adopted practices and ideas from other cultures when they saw them as beneficial or useful. This process of cultural exchange and borrowing has been happening for thousands of years, and it has helped shape many of the cultures and societies we know today. However, it is important to note that this exchange was not always done out of a commitment to diversity or multiculturalism, but rather out of a desire for practicality or necessity. For example, the spread of Buddhism from India to China and Japan was not motivated by a desire to embrace diversity, but rather because the teachings of Buddhism were seen as useful and practical by the adoption of Arabic numerals in Europe was not motivated by a commitment to cultural diversity, but rather because the new numerals were more efficient and easier to use than the Roman numerals that were previously used in Europe. So, while cultural exchange and borrowing has certainly been a part of human history, it is important to recognize that it has not always been motivated by a desire to embrace diversity, but rather by practicality and necessity.